What is going on, everyone? XpertFusion here, and we just got done with the Black Ops Cold War Zombies reveal, and that was so good. I was so pleased with that 8-minute first look, the trailer, and all the information they were giving us. There's a lot of information they revealed. We're going to go over a lot of information, but first, we're just going to do a trailer breakdown. It's a old classic trailer breakdown. We used to do these back in the day all the time, and it's really awesome to be back doing another one just like it. And there's a lot to break down in this trailer because there was a lot of screenshots for a lot of different things. There was some gameplay, there was some just, cutscene scenes. There's a lot of stuff within this trailer. So first things first, let's start off with the beginning of the trailer. This first shot here is like some cinematic shots of them walking through what looks to be like a bunker, and it seems like it leads to Untitled. Now, what's really interesting is that the map is really, really dark before they turn on the power, which I feel like is going to be what this map is all about. It's going to be very, very dark and spooky and like horror-esque, and it's probably going to be like, a little scary almost in the beginning. But then once they get to the power, because as you can see, they have like flashlights in the beginning, there's little lights like Christmas lights almost in Untitled, which is really, really cool. And like I said, it has that horror vibe to it. It feels scary, but then, of course, we get the power on and everything just turns bright and colorful, and I love that because it kind of gives you the two different sides of the coin. It gives you that horror sort of a feel that I think a lot of people want, but it also gives you that really colorful, fun feel that I also really, really wanted from zombies. So we get kind of the best of both worlds here, which is just fantastic. So this shot right here shows the big sort of main, it's probably like the main center of the map, maybe the main hub. It kind of looks like it would probably be something like that. And it seems to have some kind of like elemental fuse in the top of it, and I think that's what the power, when you turn it on, it's going to kind of create this fuse which is going to light up everything on the map, which I am a big fan of, that whole idea, like I said, of lighting up the map after you turn on the power. But what's really interesting is how it was nighttime in those beginning scenes, and then it turns daytime as the map goes on. There's other scenes in this trailer which are at nighttime as well, so I don't know if there's going to be a day nighttime cycle on this map, or if maybe it'll change depending on whether or not you turn on the power. I have no idea, but that's really interesting how it seems like it's going to be changing the time of the day as the map goes on. And then we get another shot here of some of this elemental stuff. The zombie designs look absolutely phenomenal, man. These zombies look so cool. I'm so pleasantly surprised with that. So here we have some unique equipment, which it sounds like equipment's going to be something you equipped in your creative class. I don't know if you could still earn equipment within the match itself. I kind of hope they have it so like you can put whatever equipment you want, but you can also earn all those different types of equipment in the game as well, because I really didn't like in BO4 how you put Wraithfire. If you didn't put Wraithfire on, you could not earn Wraithfire in the game in another way, which I think was kind of annoying because it kind of forced people to use Wraithfire every game because they're the best piece of equipment. So why wouldn't you run it, especially when there's some Easter egg quests which you literally need it for, like little side quests? So that was kind of annoying, but this little thing here seems pretty cool. Kind of just like electrocutes the zombies on the floor, and he's of course holding the commando here, and he's within this sort of control panel hub area. I don't know. And then this guy has RPG, which confirms RPGs in the game, and he also has this sentry turret here, which it seems like there's of course going to be kill streaks in this game. How do we earn them? I have no idea. You probably just purchase them at some station or something, and he sets up this sentry gun, which is really awesome. It just lights up the zombies, and then we get one of these zombies here, which seems to be some sort of a catalyst zombie of some sort, which people are like, oh my god, BO4, shut the fuck up. It's similar to a catalyst, sure, but it doesn't really have the exact same design of it. It's definitely a little bit different, but it does still come out of a zombie, which is really, really cool, and the way it looks is just amazing, man. The graphics look really good in this already. Here we have a shot of Deadshot Daiquiri. You're going to see a lot of different perk machines within this breakdown. They updated the look of every perk machine, so every perk machine looks a little bit different, and they look amazing. I think that's really cool to do because it's technically a new story, it's technically a new timeline, but it's still connected to Ether in many different ways, and we'll kind of talk about the story in a little bit as well, not too much, but Deadshot Daiquiri looks amazing. The original machine to me looked kind of boring, and I think this really spices it up. They have like the guitars in it and such, and they have like the skulls and the spikes. It really has that Deadshot vibe to it. I really, really like that. Here we have a shot here of the nuke, I think, or some sort of a missile bomb or whatever, and this is going to, further prove that this map takes place in some sort of a nuclear testing facility, which they're also testing out this zombie element 115 stuff in it, which definitely gives me like Final Reich vibes, because you're like uncovering these secrets, and instead of uncovering Nazi secrets, they seem to be uncovering some Soviet secrets, but it seems like Nazis are there as well. You're gonna have Nazi zombies as well as Soviet zombies. And then we get this shot here of the outdoor area, which we've already seen in a leaked screenshot a couple weeks ago, but we get some more good looks of it here, and of course it is a snowy map, which is really cool because, if you think about the past, some of the best maps we've ever gotten have been snowy maps. Origins, Call of the Dead, Der Eisendrock, to me, 3 amazing maps, all snowy. So I think we're in for a treat here if we're going to have some, similar vibes to that. And we have like the tank in the middle there, and the map itself just looks really cool. It doesn't look like overly colorful here, but in certain places it does look really colorful, and I really like that. How it's not just, completely colorful everywhere, it's certain areas. Here we have a shot of inside of Noctur and Toad, and this further proves that I do believe the Noct starting room will be the starting room for the entire map, because as you can see, there's a wall by there. Looks just like the, well, RK5, but it was called, I forget what it's called in the alpha, but it was that 3-round burst pistol, which I assume might be a starting weapon. I don't know. We do see the M14 later in the trailer, so maybe the 2 starting pistols or 2 starting weapons will be the M14 as well as that 3-round burst pistol, or maybe this is the second room, or at least close to one of the first rooms. But then in another shot here, which you can see in the background there's quick revive. So maybe this whole area is just the starting room, and maybe that little area over there is a starting room, a little like swampy area. I'm not too sure. But as you can see, there's an iron cross on that truck there, so further proving that there are going to be a lot of Nazi-type things here. Obviously, they're not going to have swastikas, so expect to see the iron cross instead for most things. Mystery box is its OG mystery box self. It kind of has that Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 mystery box look to it. Not exactly like the original mystery box, but it still looks really clean. And it gets a really cool wonder weapon here that first looked like a wave gun, but then it looked like the jet gun, but it's obviously a completely new wonder weapon. It does seem very similar to the jet gun. I don't know if it's supposed to be an upgraded version of the jet gun or if it actually is a completely new wonder weapon, but it doesn't seem like it performs anything like the jet gun. It just kind of zaps the zombies and disintegrates them, and it looks really cool. Here we have a new type of boss zombie. It's a cross between a Nova Crawler and a Hellhound, which is such a cool design, and it looks sick. I mean, the textures on all these zombies look amazing, so I'm really pleased with all that. In this shot here, it looks like there's a crafting table behind them, so I think that proves that buildables are returning, which is a good thing. I do like buildables. And here we get the use of the War Machine in zombies, which proves the War Machines in zombies, and you can see Juggernog back there as well. I don't know if these perk locations are going to stay every single match. I kind of hope they do. I usually like when maps do that. I don't like when they mix match and where the perk machines are and such, but you can see there's like a downed plane in the woods as well, which kind of gives a cool vibe. I just like this area, man. It looks like it's going to have some good training places. I hope the zombie AI just makes it so training is actually possible, and I'm so happy with this trailer. And then they call it a kill streak here, and like I said, there's kill streaks. You get a chopper gunner. You get a chopper gunner and light, bullets down on the zombies. That is so goddamn amazing. I've been asking for kill streaks and zombies for so long, finally getting them. Here we have the Pack-a-Punch machine, which looks a little different, but it looks really cool. I love the design of this. I love the design of like everything in this map. If you guys can't tell, I'm really excited. If you haven't seen my reaction video, go check it out. I was freaking out. We have some sort of a weird ability here where the guy turns into like almost invisible. I think this might be an in plain sight like effect, like the zombies can't see you because in this shot the zombies aren't coming after him, but I'm assuming it might be a gobblegum, might be an elixir, it might just be some sort of ability on the map. I don't know. Here we have a new perk called Elemental Pop. I'm gonna go with the assumption saying that Elemental Pop is probably going to perform like Change Choose from Infinite Warfare, which is like when you get headshots, you get some elemental abilities that come off the enemy. It just seems like that would make sense, but it could be something completely different. I have no idea. It could be like a new Electric Cherry type thing, because we didn't see Electric Cherry on the map, so maybe it's something like that. Here we have a shot of the ray gun, which it looks really nice, and this game looks really, really clean, and one of these sort of cool catalyst zombies, and they look like they're in Noctur and Toten, so that's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, they're definitely Noctur and Toten because you can see the 3-on burst pistol in the back left-hand side of the map there. I love the lights, the Christmas lights. They look so cool, man. And then you have this right here, which is another brand new boss zombie, which looks like a Hazmat Zombie, and this thing just looks insane. All of these boss zombies look really good. We have Juggernog here, which looks really cool. Obviously, the perks, they look a little bit different, and Juggernog definitely does as well. And as you can see, it's nighttime here. I don't know if this map's going to just change time of the day as it goes along, but it's a huge possibility. It looks like Raven the Redwoods here with how, like, colorful it is and how, weird it is. We have Woods here as well, proving that Woods is going to be a playable character in zombies as well. And then I want to talk about some of these other shots because that's outside of the trailer. Now we got some of these screenshots from the first look where they were showing some new, screenshots when they were talking about zombies. Right here we have actually Samantha. They say her name is Sam in the trailer, and she actually inputs the name Maxis into the keypad. Everyone's been proving that on Twitter, and they've been freaking out about this. So yes, this is Samantha Maxis, grown up. I was so happy when I heard that. I've been wanting to see Samantha grown up in a zombies game for so long, and we're getting that here. It's an alternate universe, sort of, but it's still kind of connected. So It's still so cool, though, to see Samantha Max as older. I really hope she's a playable character, though. I don't want her to just be there. I would love to play as her. She'd be a really cool main protagonist, kind of like the new Richthofen. I would absolutely be so down for that, and she looks badass, and she seems to be talking to Weaver. I'm not going to go too in-depth on the story. I'm not the best for story information, but I'm still really excited to see what happens with that. Here we have Quick Revive, which obviously looks more similar to the original Quick Revive than the other perks due to their own counterparts, but it still definitely has a new look to it. And here's another shot of the room that has the elemental pop machine in it as well, which that machine just looks so sick. And here we have an outside shot of what is Nocturne Toten, and it has a lot of graffiti on it as well, a lot of graffiti. And this looks to be the outside portion, because if you guys remember on Revelations Nocturne Toten, this seems to be the area where the giant thing was, so on that side of Nocturne Toten, because you can see the staircase right there leading up to the top, and it looks pretty good. Here we have some shots here of before they turn on the power, it seems, because they still have, the lights are still off and they're still using their flashlight. And there's a shot right here, I think that wall gun back there, it looks like the AK-74U, so 74U might be a wall buy. And this right here, this little thing, they were talking about like intel drops or something. I'm not going to go too in-depth into the specific information because we're going to cover that in another video, but this does seem like it's going to have some interesting intel in it for story people, so I think story people are going to really love this game, and I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to love this game, man. I mean, we'll talk about that later as well in another video. There's a lot of stuff we need to discuss regarding this game. Another wall buy back there, but it's the Type 63, which was from, of course, multiplayer. Here we have Speed Cola, which has a really unique design to it. Look at those like flowers. It's giving me like Austin Powers vibes, kind of like something you'd see in the 70s. So I really dig how that looks. It just looks sick. Here we have a shot of the M1. Oh, actually, it's M14. Actually, it looks like an M1 Grand, but apparently it's the M14. And it looks really clean, man. I'm excited to use the new M14, even though it's never one of the better guns in the game, but it's still fun to use in the early rounds. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. And here we have some just more shots of Nocturne Toten just walking through. This shot looks really cool. It's a shot of the, sort of central hub area, which is like, where I assume power is going to be here. It seems like the place to have power. And I can't wait to uncover the Easter egg and stuff like that. And I hope it's a really cool boss fight. But we're going to go into more depth for other future videos. This was just a trailer breakdown, but we're going to talk about how the community feels and just kind of general overall opinions of the trailer. We're going to talk about specific information given by Treyarch and many, many more in future videos. And so I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.